Welcome friends, let's take a look at another example of A-level maths and a factoring question. So imagine we have x raised to the 2/3 with plus 3x raised to the 1/3 and then minus 10, and this is equal to 0. So we're going to solve this equation for x. The first thing you want to do is rewrite this. Now remember when we say 2/3 up here, so when we say 2/3, one way to see this is to write that it's 1/3 times 2, 3 in the bottom like this, right? So 1/3 times 2. So we can use that here. It's going to give us the following then. X raised to the 1/3 and then the whole thing squared because a third times 2 is 2/3. And then you're going to have plus and then 3x raised to the 1/3 again minus 10 is equal to 0. Now set u equal to x raised to the 1/3, a standard trick, which is you do a substitution. You don't have to call this u. You can call it p, z, whatever. Just call it some name. The goal is to make it have the shape of a quadratic. You see, it becomes u squared plus 3x minus 10 equals 0. It's a quadratic equation, and it's easier to factor. Therefore, you can probably answer the question. You should pause the screen and think about it. Two numbers that multiply to negative 10 add up to 3. That's the fast way of doing that always. So if you do it, you're going to have, let's see, u plus 5, and then let's see, u plus 2. Just adjust the signs, so one of them has to be positive, one negative. This has to be negative because 5 minus 2 is positive 3. And 5 times negative 2 is negative 10. So these are the correct values for the factor step. So then u is equal to negative 5, or u equals positive 2 once you solve. But u is also equal to x to the 1/3. So that means you can write x to the 1/3 to 5. At the same time, again, x is equal to the 1/3, which is equal to 2, right? Because u and x to the 1/3 are equal, so they're equal to 2. Now here, just raise both sides to the third, so it's going to be x to the 1/3 to the third equals negative 5 raised to the third. 1/3 times 3 is 1, so it's x to the first on this side. And the negative 5 cubed is negative 5 times negative 5 times negative 5, so it's negative 125. For this other one, again, you just cube both sides, x to the 1/3 and then raised to the third equals 2 raised to the third. 1/3 times 3 is 1, so it's x to the first. And then 2 to the third is 8. And these are the two solutions. There aren't any other ones to this equation. Not even, for example, using complex numbers, you can check. But that's it. So if it's been helpful, insightful, leave a like. I'll see you in another video.